I have delegates coming from a variety of areas. Some delegates come with experience, come with knowledge, and so for them, for those delegates, they've probably never been on a formal course, and so what I do to help them is help them fill the gaps in their knowledge. And sometimes they come with these assumptions, and when they come on the course, they realize, actually, it was actually something else. It wasn't this in the first place. Um, that is one of the things. So I cover the foundations. If you're a beginner, then you're grateful for that foundation because finance is huge. Where do we start? It's such a wide area. So I share a template based around the three financial statements. So I share a template which basically is a nice place to start in terms of building that foundation and taking it from there. I find that the delegates really help. I really find that useful to start off with. The other thing I found is that they like the language. The language on my training courses is very simple. I don't bombard the delegates with technical language, although we do cover technical language. I tend to use layman's terms and everyday language that is more understandable. And if we have technical language, I interpret that into everyday layman's terms as well. So I find delegates find that useful as well because sometimes the jargon can be overwhelming, especially in finance. In fact, it's so overwhelming. I always find that if you can cut through the jargon and if you could start to understand more of the jargon, that's already 50% of the way there. Keeping the language simple is also, I found, something that the delegates find really useful. And then the final thing, which is a real surprise, is that finance can actually be fun. Not many people will actually describe it as so, but when you see how it works, when you start to use finance in a way where you can actually start to use it to aid your decision making and start to play with a few scenarios here and there, then it actually does become fun because you can see that I can use this in a pragmatic way as opposed to just seeing it as a whole mesh of data. They're the areas that I find delegates find most useful because they come with not a lot of them maybe don't come with huge expectations, and then they find that actually it has been an overall it has been a useful, pragmatic, and fun experience.